First of all, thank you for your quick time and being here. Talk about this event. My understanding is, I know you're the featured guy, it's the first time around, but you answered the call of being here.
Yeah, Mike Cook's been a dear friend of mine for years, and the FCA and Coaches Outreach has been wonderful for all coaches, East Texas, across the state, and something I've been very fond of and wanted to help, and they helped me, and I'm just glad I could help back a little bit tonight.
When you think about your career, how influential has faith been for you?
It's been all of it. I mean, it is. It's always been what drives me the most. These jobs are heavy, and as I look back, I'm getting older now, and I took that job at Gilmer when I was probably 30 or 31 years old, and my faith was really tested early because it was such a huge flip, and then when it got going, there's another battle of just handling success and how you're going to do that, and so I've always loved the Lord, and been filled with the Holy Spirit. I just leak a lot, Mike. I just leak a lot.
Well, when you have reached a level of success, whether it be in your own eyes or someone else's eyes, you always have to remember home, don't you?
Yeah, I'll never. Just the drive in, it's so much fun. Just reminiscing. You think about people along the drive, and you start calling people you haven't talked to in a while, and I tear up. I'll do it tonight. I just know how heavy that lift was at Gilmer, and I remember our field house was just so bad, and the press box being condemned, and us building deer stands just to have coaches have somewhere to watch our first year there. And now you go to Gilmer and you go home, and what Mr. Albritton's done in that community and that school board, I'm just so proud. And it went by. It's been 25 years now, going on 26, and that's crazy.
How are you able to relate your background to your student athletes at UTSA? How are you able to impress upon them, yeah, it's dark, but it ain't going to stay dark long?
Well, I heard Michael Irvin come speak to our kids in 2009. He said, when you get knocked down, you got to get up, you got to look up, and you never can give up. So I've stolen Michael's words for many years.
I understand coaching is in the family DNA. I ran into your nephew, Colton.
Yeah.
And when he told me his last name, I said, oh, yes, of course, he's with one of the FCA teams. Talk about that background, that DNA of coaching and being a Traylor.
Yeah, well, my brother has coached my offensive line for all these years. He's still with me at UTSA, and Kurt. And Colton was with us at Gilmer and was with us at UTSA and went back to Gilmer. And really proud of him. He's about the right stuff. And we just love kids, and we love the Lord, and we love football. So it's a great little triangle there of a way to minister to kids and get to coach the sport you love too.
Okay, talk to me about the future from your perspective as a coach at the collegiate ranks of the landscape of college football.
I don't know if any of us know. Every day it just changes so quickly. It would be silly to even comment, because by the time I comment to you and you air this thing, it might have changed before then. It's just you're just trying to adjust and figure it out as we go. At some point, we'll get the thing back under control. I don't know when that's going to be, though, Mike.
It's going to be a tough challenge. You guys took part in the bowl, the Responders Bowl, and in my highlights, I had at least 7 or 8 kids from our backyard, and I thought that was pretty cool. Talk about this pipeline that you have developed here in East Texas.
Well, the kids here love football. They love the game. They're tough kids. East Texas is just different. It is. I call it Beast Texas, like a lot of us do, and I just feel that way. I mean, my tailback's Will Henderson, right out of Gilmer, Texas. My quarterback is Owen McCallum, right out of Rusk. We just lost McEwen to Ohio State, right out of Jacksonville, Texas. And Bryson Donnell scored a touchdown in that game right out of Tyler Legacy.
Yeah.
I can go on and on about the East Texas kids that are on my roster. Jamal Liggins started for 5 straight years for me out of Tyler Legacy. There's just something about those kids that it just means so much to them. They come from great programs. It means a lot here in East Texas. And when they get to me, it still means a lot.
One final question for my guys who have left. How do you keep your cool when you busted your tail and you sweated and your staff has in getting a kid here, but then you got to re-recruit them?
Yeah, I'm just trying to learn to deal with it. The relationship piece is always what's driven Jeff Traylor. I love my kids. There'll be kids here tonight. Clint Quinn just hit me up. He's not going to be able to make it. He's my quarterback on my first district championship team. I ran into Olin Johnson today, my first quarterback at Gilmer. I asked him how old he was. He said he's in his 40s. I'm like, good Lord, what does that make me, OJ? So that's the part that I hate, like Devin and I will always be close. And even when I lost him, I told him he's finally a Buckeye at least. He's an Ohio State Buckeye, but he's finally a Buckeye.
What's the greatest pleasure you get out of being a coach and being able to develop a rapport with the kids?
Just staying with them through the years. I mean, G.J. Kinney, my quarterback, is the head coach of Texas State. I just like staying with them through the years, getting the wedding invitations, getting the birth. I'm having a child. Coach, I need some advice. I'm in it for the long haul. I love being their coach. I'm not just their coach, that year. I'm their coach forever.